Hey guys, welcome back to Zero's Maverick Hunting. War never changes. Famous words said during the Fallout series. War games have been around for a long time though. I mean, the most popular series you can find these days are FPS games like Call of Duty and Battlefield, but it goes a lot further than that genre. We even have hack and slash games like the Dynasty Warriors series, and then we have RTS games like Command & Conquer. Not to mention strategy games like Gemfire, which I covered on April Fool's Day a few years ago. Speaking of strategy games, that's what we're talking about today. Super Conflict for the Super Nintendo.
The SNES actually has quite a few strategy games, like Liberty or Death, Super Robot Tyson, Nobunaga's Ambition, and of course Romance of the Three Kingdoms. That's just a small list of the many strategy games on the system, but looking closer at the genre made me realize there's a lot of war games from this console generation. So it's not hard to see why Super Conflict was a little hard to see. Also the name, it's kinda generic. Regardless, it's what we're going to look at today. Super Conflict was developed by Manley & Associates, which would become EA Seattle, who closed in 2002. Well, this started off depressing. Speaking of depressing, they also developed Wizard of Oz for the SNES. This isn't going well. Regardless, Super Conflict was the sequel to Vic Tokai's Conflict, which was on the NES. The game is a turn-based strategy game where you move units on a hex map. The goal of the game is to capture the enemy's flag tank, and that's about it. You have many units to work with, such as ground units, tanks, airships, and naval units. Each brings several different types to the playfield, and not every unit is useful in every situation. You also have bases where you can build additional units and deploy them. Like I mentioned earlier, the object of the game is to capture the enemy's flag tank, and while you could take out all the other enemy units, the fastest and most effective tactic is to go after the enemy's flag tank with everything you've got. This would normally pose a very stupid move in a strategy game, and while later on enemy units become incredibly powerful, it still works for a quick win. Even when I was getting my ass kicked, I still had no trouble winning battles, as long as I spent all my focus on the flag tank. And the enemy never goes after your flag tank. Oh, they'll attack you, and hurt you a lot, but they never actively try to win battles. They only try to slow you down, which in the end never works. I used the exact same strategy throughout the entire game, and never lost once. It's capture the flag with tanks. Now, you might be looking at my footage and notice, wait a minute, you cheated! You used maxed out units the whole time! This is something I stupidly didn't notice until halfway through recording. For those of you who don't know, I tend to record using emulators for older consoles, as the quality is usually better than the output most consoles from this era provide, so it's my own damn fault for not realizing this sooner. Luckily, my pal Matt lent me the game for SNES to use for this review, so thanks Matt. And you know what? I still won battles with relative ease. Herein lies my main problem. The game is way too easy. You can slog through the game in simply by using the same strategy. I'm so conflicted on this game because it's fun and interesting, but battles are over too quickly. Sadly, there isn't much to say on the presentation end either. The graphics are middle of the road and not very pleasing to look at. Even the battle animations are for the system. And this game came out in the middle of the SNES's life cycle, so it could have been much better. Music is also sadly underwhelming. Some music is heart-pounding, while others feel like random sounds looped together. The worst is the first battle theme. It's high-pitched and annoying. The sound effects are also pretty For a game with mostly gun and explosion sounds, they sure sound like video game guns and explosions. No pun intended, but I'm very conflicted on Super Conflict. On the one hand, it's a fun and simple strategy game for the SNES, but on the other hand, it's a very lackluster experience. With games like Gemfire giving me a new perspective on the strategy genre, I was looking for the next great gem on the SNES, but sadly, this game falls short. Worst of all, Super Robot Wars 3rd, which released on the SNES only 4 months later, has similar gameplay, a full narrative, it's in Japanese so you have to take my word for it, and similar combat that is paced and executed much better. I've used sad to describe this game a lot, and that's really what it feels like. I wanted to love this game. I really did, but sadly, it just falls short of being a classic.
Anyways guys, thanks again for watching Zero's Maverick Hunting. I'll see you next time.
Hold it right there, Pansy.
Major Hart!
Yeah, me. Major Hart.
Didn't you you die in the Great Mermaid War of 1912?
No, that's dumb. I'm gonna bend you over, spread your cheeks, and blow in your butt like a cartridge. Fuck that, you're dumb.
Okay, so what are you doing here?
War's coming, so you better saddle up there, Pansy. We gotta get a run.
Isn't the phrase winter is coming?
It's whatever the fuck I want it to be. Now put on your warm panties, get your Eskimo shoes on, and let's win this war. Okay, pay attention, because here's the plan. So, imagine right here, this is our enemy, and we want to really fuck him up. So, I need, let's say, Mora number 1. You're gonna be right here, okay? This is you, pay attention, this is you. And Mora number 2, important, you're gonna be right here. Now, I'm gonna lead a force in the middle, right here. And the objective is to put as much shit right here as you possibly can. Now, can you be the balls in my plan? If I'm the dick, you're the balls. You're the balls! So if you're the dick, and then he's Tweedle Testicle, I'm Testa Tweedle, and then where is the semen like pepper spray? Is it gonna sting their eyes so bad that they're just, is it gonna stay, is it like rubber cement you can get from Home Depot, or is this gonna be like grade A Army semen cement? What the fuck? Don't worry, we only need one moron, one ball in this plan. Now let's go to war. There's some bitch right there.
You fucking serious?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the plan?
We go in guns blazing. We butt fuck them.
That's the stupidest plan I've ever heard. I like it. Let's do it.
Oh no, not the face! POW!
Alright, I'm tired of this shit.
Oh, shit! Get the fuck up! Frank says get the fuck up! I keep it tight like a nun's ass, get it? Y'all fuckers go home and masturbate to Reddit. Flow dirty like I got a bad tooth decay. I got no props like a rundown theater play. Ball so hard like my nuts are in spandex. These bandits are see my...
I did it. I saved the world. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my Super Conflict review. If you'd like to see more reviews, you can subscribe to my channel, Zeromaster Reviews, and check out my social media down below. Special thanks again to my friend Matt who lent me the game for this review, as well as my buddies Tyler and Roger who helped me film this review. Speaking of Roger, he's got a new video up on his channel. Go ahead and click the annotation on the right to see that video. And if you'd like to see my previous review, you can click on the annotation on the left. Thanks for watching, see you next time guys.